Okay, hi guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kamarul Arifin. I'm a lecturer in UiTM Kedah Branch Campus. Okay, in today's video sessions, I'm going to discuss on the topic of Unit 3, that is bank discount and promissory notes. So basically, this is just revisions for all of you. Okay, just to prepare you with the important items for preparing you for the final exam. All right, so this is unit 3, bank discount and promissory notes. Okay, remember that in the final exam you're going to see this question in both part A and part B. Okay, so we're going to discuss that today. All right, so I'm going to guide you step by step on how to solve the given problems. All right, okay, do subscribe to my channel if you are new, and click on the notification bells so that you won't miss any new videos. Okay, and without further ado, let's just continue with our sessions for this video. Okay, so for this video I'm going to discuss the topic of bank discount and promissory notes, and bear in mind that I'm going to do this session in Dui language. That means I'm going to discuss this in both English and Malay language. All right. Okay, so let's continue. So before we proceed, these are the important formula that you need to understand and you need to master in terms of how it is used for these topics. Alright. So ni adalah dia punya formula-formula yang penting yang perlu anda master, yang perlu anda tahu untuk anda selesaikan masalah yang melibatkan tajuk bank discount dan juga promissory notes. Okay, so basically when we talk about bank discount, so bila kita nyatakan tentang bank discount, don't get confused with the term discount in this case. Okay, sebab dalam keadaan ni bila kita katakan bank discount is actually the interest charged by the bank. Cuma dari segi konsepnya, dari segi terminologisnya, dia gunakan perkataan bank discount, di mana ia bermaksud adalah bank akan charge kita interest dan interest itu akan diambil terlebih dahulu daripada oleh pihak bank. Okay, maksudnya kita kena bayar dulu the interest charge tu. So sebab tu yang dikatakan sebagai bank discount. So dengan kata lain, apabila kita membuat pinjaman pada sesuatu institusi kewangan, kebiasaannya kita tak dapat amount yang kita pinjam tu. Contohnya kalau kita pinjam 10,000, kita tak dapat 10,000 tu, kita dapat kurang daripada 10,000 tu. Okey, kenapa? Mungkin ada setengah-setengah tu dia charge interest and then interest tu dia ambil dahulu. Okey, dia ambil dahulu. Ataupun kalau in normal situation dekat dalam di Malaysia ni, sometimes they have other charges. Okay, ada admin charges yang dia orang kena tolak daripada kita punya pinjaman. So that means kita akan dapat kurang daripada apa yang amount yang kita pinjam. Okay, contohnya kalau katakan kita pinjam 10,000 tapi kita tak dapat 10,000, kita dapat hanya mungkin dalam 9,500 sebab 500 tu dia dah tolak. Okay, sama ada dia tolak secara untuk pembayaran admin proses, ataupun mungkin dari segi dia tolak dari segi bank discount ataupun interest charge. Okay, so that is basically the concept of bank discount. Okay, bagaimana pula dengan konsep promissory notes ni? Okay, bila katakan konsep promissory notes ni adalah nota janji. Dalam bahasa Malaysia kita panggil sebagai nota janji. Is a note given by the borrower to the person who lend the money. Okay, so in this case it's just simply a legal document saying that you as a borrower promise to pay to the lender certain amount after certain period. Okay, so that is the situation. Okay, so in normal situation, sometimes the bank discount and promissory note, they can combine these two, whereby you have a promissory note and then you discounted to the bank. So in this situation we call it as discounting the promissory notes. Okay, so basically these are the three main formulas yang perlu anda faham, okay, untuk tajuk ni. So bear in mind that this formula is strictly also related to the previous unit, that is simple interest. Okay, so where does it have the simple interest formulas or the simple interest concept being built into these topics? It is whenever you want to find the future value of a promissory notes. Okay, whenever you want to find the future value of the promissory notes. So in this case, bila kita tengok soalan formula-formula ni, yang formula yang pertama ni is familiar with the unit 2, that is simple interest punya formula, and of course this is actually unit 2 punya formula, that is a simple amount. Okay, so dalam tajuk promissory notes dan bank discount ni, simple amount tu akan jadi dia punya future value untuk promissory notes. So that means bila kita nak cari dia punya future value of a promissory notes, we have to use the simple interest formula. Okay, this is the things that we discuss in the syllabus. Okay, kita gunakan kaedah, bukan tak boleh gunakan compound interest punya formula, boleh, tapi untuk syllabus kita gunakan simple interest. Okay, kita deal promissory note only with a simple interest. Okay, you can get the details from the textbook. Okay, so in order to find the future value of a promissory note, you're going to use the simple interest formula, that is S equal to P 1 plus RT, where P kat sini adalah dia punya principal ataupun dia punya face value. Okay, dengan kata lain, P ni adalah kalau katakan dalam promissory note adalah jumlah nilai yang dipinjam. Okay, nilai yang dipinjam oleh peminjam. Alright, and then the second one, you have D equal to SDT. The capital letter D here refer to bank discount. Okay, bank discount amount in term of amount. And then S tadi, okay, kalau kat sini dia punya S ni, so the SDT, so S this refer to the maturity value ataupun the future value of the promissory notes tadi, ataupun amount of amount yang kita pinjam. Okay, so that is S, and then D is the discount rate. So you have to be careful. Make sure that you differentiate between discount rate and the interest rate. So yang ni R, yang ni D. Okay, and then T, of course the same thing, is a time frame. So if the time is given in term of days, then you have to use the Banker's rule. Okay, remember in this case we still use the Banker's rule. So what is Banker's rule? Banker's rule is by changing the time frame, the years, into something else, into days. Okay, so you have to take the exact time divided by 360. Okay, and lastly you have the last formula, that is proceeds. So proceeds is actually the amount that you receive after you discounting the notes, or the amount that you receive when you take loan from the bank. Okay, after deducting the bank discount. So ini adalah nilai yang anda terima setelah anda discounting promissory note ke bank, ataupun setelah anda meminjam daripada bank dan setelah ditolak dengan bank discount. So itu yang dimaksudkan dengan proceed. So formula dia diberi kat situ. So these are the three important formula in this topic. So let's see how we can solve this problem using these three formulas. Okay, I'm going to go through with the past semester exam papers. Okay, we start with June 2019 exam papers. So in this case, this is from part A. The first one is from part A, exam papers, June 2019. Okay, normally in the part A question is a straightforward question where you just don't need to think too much in terms of the solutions. Okay, so let's see what it says here. It says Shamshina needs 3,500 now. So he needs 3,500. That means he needs money now. Okay, that is the face value or the amount that you want to have now. So that will be the amount that she is required. Okay, find the amount she should borrow for 200 days from a bank that charges 8.5% bank discount rate. So in this case, this is a question related to bank discount. Okay, when we talk about question related to bank discount, we only have two formulas, that is the proceed and also the bank discount formula, D equal to SDT, and also the proceed H equal to S1 minus DT. So in this case, bila kita nak selesaikan soalan yang melibatkan bank discount, the amount yang kita pinjam adalah dia punya future value. Okay, berapa yang kita perlu bayar. Okay, so that is the amount yang kita pinjam. Okay, so that means when it deal with bank discount punya topic, so amount that you borrow is actually the future value or the S. Okay, manakala amount yang you terima, amount that you receive is the what we call as proceed. Okay, bila kita deal dengan tajuk bank discount. So in this case, the 3,500 here is actually dia punya proceeds. Okay, so that means you have the value for the proceed. So in this case, you have the value for the proceed. Okay, this is proceed. And then you have the duration. So the duration says here, dia nakkan pinjam tu sebenarnya selama 200 hari. So this is the duration in term of days. So remember, bila duration in term of days, in the topic of bank discount and promissory notes ni, kita ada formula. Formula kita melibatkan simbol T. Okay, tetapi di sini T adalah dalam bentuk tahun. Okay, so whichever amount atau duration yang diberi selain daripada tahun, you have to convert it into year. So macam mana kita convert? So kita convert menggunakan kaedah Banker's Rules, di mana kita gunakan exact time divided by 360. So later on we're going to see that in the solution. Okay, another information that you have here is the bank charge. So this is actually the bank discount rate. Okay, so this is actually the bank discount rate, 8.5% bank discount rate. Okay, 8.5% bank discount rate. So this is, since this one refer to discount rate, so the symbol used will be small letter D. Okay, so you know the value of proceeds, you know the duration, you also know the bank discount rate. So basically, when you want to solve this problem, you can use the proceed formula. So as given here, so you have H equal to S1 minus DT. Okay, you ada formula untuk proceed diberi oleh H sama juga dengan S1 minus DT. Okay, so in this case, you can just substitute with 3,500 untuk H, that is the amount of proceed, nilai yang kita terima. And then you can substitute S, kita nak cari sebab kita cari dia punya amount yang kita nak pinjam. Okay, amount yang dia nak pinjam So maknanya dia kena cari nilai S, right? And then D is 0.085. Where did you get this? So this is from the 8.5%. So do not replace by 8.5. So you have to convert this into a decimal points. That is 0.085. And then for the time, so remember time ni dalam bentuk tahun. So diberi dalam bentuk hari. So we have to convert it into years. So using Banker's Rule, we have the exact time, that is 200 days divided by 360. This is through Banker's Rule. So solving for this part, you find that the value of S, or the amount that she should borrow, will be amounted to 3,673 ringgit and 47 cents. So that solved the problem for the first one. Okay, so kat sini dia cari dia punya nilai S. Okay, dia punya amount borrowed. Okay, that means dalam tajuk bank discount, amount borrowed is the future value. Okay, dia berbeza dengan tajuk simple interest. Kalau simple interest, amount borrowed biasanya adalah nilai P, the principal. Okay, tapi di sini bila tajuk bank discount, amount borrowed adalah nilai future value. So that you need to really be careful with. Okay, so that's all for the first one. Okay, the second questions under this for June 2019. Okay, this one, the second one is from part B. Okay, where you have to think. Normally in part B, it is a combination of the topic of promissory notes and bank discount. In part A, normally it is question of either bank discount itself or just promissory notes. So it's separated. So in part B, they combine these two. Okay, so it will be a bit difficult for you to solve. Okay, a bit complex. Okay, so let's see what is given here. Okay, says here Amin received a promissory note. Okay, he received a promissory note at 6.85% simple interest rate on 3rd June. Okay, this is the first information that you have. So, Amin diterima promissory notes yang dikenakan kadar faedah sebanyak 6.85% simple interest pada tarikh 3 Jun 2018. Okay. And then dia katakan kat sini, the note will mature, okay, will mature on 11 September 2018. So that means after certain time from 3rd June until 11 September, the promissory note will incur a interest, okay, 6.85%. Alright. Again, after holding the note for 55 days, so dia kata kat sini after holding the note for 55 days. So maksudnya dia pegang lagi nota janji tersebut selama 55 hari. He discounted the note at discount rate of 7%. Okay. So setelah dia pegang selama 55 hari, dia serahkan nota janji tersebut kepada pihak bank. Okay, untuk dia terima wang ataupun nilai tunai. Okay. Dan nilai tunai yang diterima diberi dalam bentuk receive proceed of 7,500. Okay, that is the amount of proceed that that Amin received. Okay, the question right now asks you to find the maturity value of the note. So remember, the maturity value of the notes is the same as the amount borrowed in the bank discount. Okay, so in this case, bila katakan nak cari maturity value of the note, so kita kena cari nilai S. So that means you have to use all these three formulas so that you can find the value of S. So remember that the value of S here, the value of S here, the value of S here is the same thing. Okay. So the first thing, okay, how to solve this problem? Okay, bagaimana kita nak selesaikan masalah ni? So the first thing that you need to understand is that whenever you have a promissory note, there must be a durations. Okay. So in this case dia tak bagi duration dia. Kalau katakan sebelum ni mungkin dia bagi 120 hari nota janji, 120 hari, 90 hari nota janji and so on. Tapi di sini it give you in the form of dates. Okay, in the form of dates. So that means you have to calculate. Okay, you have to calculate the number of dates from the day Amin received the promissory notes until its maturity date. So in this case, from the date of 3rd June until 11 September. So how many days is there between these two dates? So calculating this, okay, you have the 3rd June until 30th June, you have 27 days. Okay, in this case, you have to calculate the exact time. Remember, we are still using the banker's rule. So banker's rule, kita gunakan exact time. Okay, so duration between two dates, always use the exact time in this situation. Okay, so you have 27 and then July you have 31, August you have 31 and then September until 11 September you have 11 days. And you combine all these number of days, you have the total number of days is 100. Okay, the total number of days is 100. Okay, so based on this information, you can also find the discounted term. Okay, so remember that Amin hold the note for 55 days. But the duration of maturity is 100 days. So when we talk about discounted terms, it means that the duration from the date he discounted the note until the maturity dates. Okay. So tempoh masa daripada tarikh dia serahkan nota janji kepada bank kepada tarikh maturity. Tarikh matang. So that's why in this case to find the discount term, so discount term refer to T that respect to D, small letter D. So it become 100 minus 55. Okay, 100 minus 55. So you get the discounted term 45 days. Kenapa perlu kita cari yang discounted term ni? Sebab kita nak gunakan formula proceeds tadi. Sebab kita ada proceeds kat sini kan, 7,500. So bila kita gunakan formula proceeds, so formula proceeds dia beri H equal to ataupun PR proceed equal to S1 minus DT. So kalau you perhatikan kat sini, kita ada penggunaan discount rate dekat sini. Okay, kita ada penggunaan discount rate. Dan discount rate ni dia attach dengan nilai T. Okay, dia attach dengan nilai T. Okay, bila dia attach dengan nilai T, nilai T di sini mestilah mengambil nilai discount term sebab dia kena relate dengan D kat sini. Kalau nilai RT, nilai T itu akan mengambil promissory notes punya term sebab dia refer kepada promissory notes. Tapi sekarang ni dia refer kepada discount, so it must take the discount term. So you kena bezakan antara promissory note terms dengan discount terms. So discount term adalah tarikh bilangan hari ataupun duration, tempoh daripada tarikh dia serahkan nota janji kepada bank kepada tarikh matang. Okay. So based on this information, so you know that proceed is 7,500. So you substitute with 7,500 for the proceed. And then you have 0.07, that is 7% for the bank for the discount rate. And then for the T, you have to take the discounted terms, that is 45 days divided by 360. Why divided by 360? Because we are using the banker's rule. So to convert the T into from days into years, so you have to divide by 360 using banker's rule. So solving for S in this situation, so you get the value of S equal to 7,566 ringgit and 20 cents. Okay, so 7,560 ringgit and 20 cents. So that is the solution for the first one. Okay, so this is the solution for part B, June 2019 exam papers. So you can find these questions in my course website, and also the solution also is there, so you can check the solution over there, or you can just use this video to help you understand better on the topic of bank discount and promissory notes. Okay, so that is the first one. So until we meet again in the next video for another sessions on the same topics, all the best to all of you, good luck and thank you.